sun-drenched path in Siargao. 2 kids, Lilo and Koa, skipping to preschool, hands full of wildflowers, faces beaming with adventure. This was the heartwarming moment ANDI EIGENMANN shared on Instagram on September 4th, 2025. But within hours, the comments turned vicious. Netizens slammed her kids as dirty and unkempt, calling her parenting a total fail. ANDI, the former actress now living a simple island life, faced a wave of mom-shaming that hit hard. Her response to these harsh critics? It's bold, fiery, and might just surprise you. This isn't just about a mom defending her kids. It's a clash over what parenting really means in today's judgmental world, sparking a debate that's still raging. In this video, we'll dive into ANDI's clapback, the internet's wild reactions, her journey from showbiz to Siargao, and what this all says about raising kids today. Let's get into it. Before we start, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to get all the latest updates on celebrities and shocking reveals. After harsh comments flooded her Instagram reel, calling her kids Lilo and Koa dirty for their carefree, dirt-streaked look, ANDI EIGENMANN didn't just shrug it off. She took to Instagram stories with a response that was both a fiery defense and a parenting manifesto. The amount of people who comment about my kids looking dirty are most likely the same type of people who have children stuck on their iPads all day, eating fast junk food for all 3 meal times and probably more, and then throw huge fits whenever things don't go their way. She went further, declaring, "No parent is perfect, but I'd rather mine be messy from living fully than clean from sitting still and being disconnected from it." This wasn't just a mom protecting her kids. It was ANDI challenging society's fixation on polished appearances over genuine experiences. Her tone was unapologetic, almost confrontational, reflecting her frustration with shallow judgments. Living in Siargao, where her family embraces a nature-driven lifestyle, ANDI sees dirt as a badge of adventure, not neglect. Her words draw a line in the sand. Prioritize joy and connection over conforming to outdated standards. This stance resonates with her history of pushing back against criticism, like when she defended homeschooling her kids to give them a hands-on education. But her response also stirred the pot, framing critics as out-of-touch parents raising screen-addicted kids. That jab didn't sit well with everyone, with some feeling she was unfairly generalizing. Yet others saw her as a voice for authentic parenting, free from societal pressures. Her clapback wasn't just personal, it tapped into a universal tension. Do we raise kids to fit in or to stand out? It's a question that lit up social media, with reactions ranging from fierce support to pointed critiques. What exactly did the internet have to say about ANDI's bold stand? Let's dive into the online storm that followed. ANDI EIGENMANN's fiery response to the dirty comments didn't come out of nowhere. It's rooted in a life that's been anything but ordinary. To understand why she's so passionate about her kids living freely, we need to trace her journey from Manila's glitzy showbiz scene to the laid-back shores of Siargao. Born on June 25, 1990, ANDI grew up in the spotlight as the daughter of Filipino cinema legends Mark Gill and Jacqueline Jose. Showbiz was in her blood, and by her teens, she was already making waves. Her breakout came in 2010 with the fantasy series Agua Bendita, where her dual role as a waterbound heroine captivated audiences. Roles in dramas like Minsan Lang Kita Ibigin and films like A Secret Affair cemented her as a household name, earning her awards and a massive fan base. But ANDI's life wasn't just red carpets and scripts. Her personal story was just as headline-worthy. In 2011, ANDI welcomed her first child, Ellie, with then-partner Jake Aercito, a relationship that drew intense media scrutiny. As a young single mom, she juggled fame and parenting under the public eye, facing judgment at every turn. By 2017, her life took a dramatic pivot when she met Filmar Alipayo, a champion surfer from Siargao. Their connection was instant, and ANDI began splitting her time between Manila and the island. In 2018, she made a bold choice. She left acting behind, trading the chaos of showbiz for a simpler life in Siargao. There, she and Filmar welcomed 2 children, Lilo in 2018 and Koa in 2021, building a family rooted in nature and community. The couple, now engaged, runs a surf shop and eco-friendly resort, embracing Siargao's vibe of sustainability and freedom. Andi's parenting philosophy reflects this shift. She's vocal about raising her kids, Ellie, Lilo, and Koa, to value experiences over material things. Homeschooling, beach adventures, and hands-on learning are her trademarks, often shared on her Instagram to 2.5 million followers. She's faced criticism before, like when netizens questioned her homeschooling methods. But Andi's always stood firm, prioritizing her kids' connection to the world over societal norms. Her Siargao life isn't just a backdrop. It's the foundation of her belief that kids thrive when they're free to explore, even if it means a little dirt. This mindset explains why she clapped back so fiercely at the dirty comments, seeing them as an attack not just on her kids, but on her entire way of life. Her journey from a showbiz darling to an island mama makes her a unique figure in the Philippine spotlight. While her past gave her the platform to be heard, it's her present, grounded in Siargao's simplicity, that fuels her defiance against judgment. But not everyone's on board with her choices. The dirty controversy stirred up a storm online, with some praising her authenticity and others questioning her priorities. How did the internet react to Andi's bold stand? Let's dive into the polarized world of social media comments next. The online world split into 2 camps. Those who hailed her as a parenting icon and those who sharpened their keyboards with criticism. Supporters flooded her posts with love, seeing her nature-first approach as a breath of fresh air in a world of screen-addicted kids. One Instagram comment captured the vibe. Yusko sa US and Europe, ang mga parents if your kids are dirty, it means they are having fun. Gustong-gusto po ng mga foreigners. Fans on X echoed this, with one user tweeting, "Andi's kids are out there living, not just staring at iPads. That's real parenting." Many praised her for rejecting the pressure to raise polished, picture-perfect children, pointing to studies like those from the Childmind Institute, which link outdoor play to improved mental health and creativity. Her 2.5 million followers found her authenticity inspiring, with some calling her a hero for real moms who prioritize joy over appearances. But the critics weren't quiet. Traditionalists, especially within Filipino online communities, argued that Andi's laid-back style crossed a line. One Instagram user commented, "Kahit naman sa probinsya, dapat malinis ang mga bata pagpasok sa eskwela. Respeto yun." Translation, even in the provinces, kids should be clean for school. It's about respect. Others, on X, questioned whether her bohemian Siargao vibe was an excuse for neglecting basic hygiene, with one post snarking, "She used to glam up for cameras, but now her kids can't even look tidy for school." Some saw her response as overly defensive, accusing her of generalizing critics as bad parents. The shade didn't stop there. X threads dug into her past, from her high-profile romance with Jake Ayercito to her homeschooling choices, suggesting she's no stranger to controversy and thrives on it. This wasn't just a debate about dirt, it was a cultural clash. Andi's supporters framed her as a rebel against urban, consumerist parenting, with one ex-user noting, "Her kids learn from nature, not TikTok." That's the future critics, though, leaned on Filipino values of discipline and presentation, arguing that public figures like Andi should model balance, not extremes. One commenter even wrote, "If you're posting your kids online, expect opinions. That's the game." Yet her defenders called this unfair, arguing that mom-shaming reflects society's double standards, especially for women in the spotlight. The polarized reactions, cheers versus jeers, show how Andi's stance tapped into a raw nerve. Is parenting about fitting into societal molds or letting kids thrive authentically? Dirt and all? Her clapback didn't just defend Lilo and Koa. It challenged us to rethink what good parenting means. But where do we draw the line between freedom and responsibility? Let's explore that debate next, diving into the bigger picture of Andi's philosophy and what it means for parents everywhere. Andi's approach is a love letter to experiential parenting. Living in Siargao, she's raising Lilo, Koa, and Ellie to embrace the outdoors. Think beach romps, muddy hikes, and wildflower picking adventures. Her Instagram, with 2.5 million followers, showcases this lifestyle. From homeschooling lessons under palm trees to surfing with her fiancé, Filmar Alipayo. Supporters argue this aligns with global research, like a 2019 study from the American Academy of Pediatrics, which found that outdoor play boosts kids' mental health, reduces stress, and sparks creativity. ANDI's defenders see dirt as a badge of a childhood well-lived, not a parenting fail. One ex-user put it bluntly, "Kids covered in mud are learning resilience, not neglect. ANDI's doing it right." Her approach resonates with a growing movement, especially in Western countries, where wild parenting celebrates messy, unstructured play. In places like the US or Scandinavia, parents often cheer kids who come home with grass stains, seeing it as proof of real-world engagement over screen time. ANDI's clapback, comparing her critics' kids to iPad-addicted, fast food-eating tantrum throwers, struck a chord with those who feel modern parenting has lost its soul to technology and convenience. But the critics have a point too, and it's grounded in cultural context. In the Philippines, appearances carry weight. Clean clothes and tidy hair aren't just aesthetics. They signal respect, discipline, and social readiness. For many Filipinos, especially in urban or traditional settings, a child's neatness reflects a parent's care and ability to prepare them for structured environments like school. Critics argue ANDI's messy as fine stance overlooks this, potentially setting her kids up for judgment in spaces where norms still matter. Some ex-posts went further, suggesting her laid-back Siargao vibe, while idyllic, doesn't translate to every context. There's also the practical side. Hygiene matters. While dirt from play is harmless, critics point out that consistent tidiness teaches kids accountability and self-care, skills they'll need beyond Siargao's beaches. So, who's right? There's no easy answer. ANDI's approach offers kids freedom and resilience, backed by science showing nature's benefits. But critics raise valid concerns about preparing kids for a world that still values appearances and structure. For every parent scrolling through Instagram, this debate hits home. Do you let your kids run wild or teach them to fit in? ANDI's story forces us to question our own biases, whether we lean toward her messy but happy ethos or the traditional clean and disciplined mold. What does this mean for parenting today? Let's wrap it up and reflect on the bigger picture. ANDI EIGENMANN's dirty controversy isn't just a viral Instagram moment. It's a window into the messy, beautiful world of parenting debates. Her bold defense of Lilo and Koa after that September 4th, 2025 video sparked a firestorm, pitting her Siargao-rooted, nature-first philosophy against society's obsession with polished kids. From her days as a star in Agua Bendita to her life with Filmar Alipayo, raising Ellie, Lilo, and Koa off the grid, ANDI's journey explains her fierce stance. Messy kids are happy kids. The internet split. Some cheered her for embracing joy over appearances, backed by studies linking outdoor play to better mental health. Others, steeped in Filipino values, insisted neatness equals respect and discipline. With 2.5 million followers watching, social media turned her choices into a public trial, reflecting a universal question. Should parents prioritize authenticity or societal norms? There's no right answer, but her story shows parenting is deeply personal, yet endlessly judged. So, where do you stand? Is ANDI a trailblazer for free-spirited kids? Or should she meet society halfway? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your take. If this story got you thinking, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and share this video with your squad. Let's keep the conversation alive.